Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the mists of Avalon to uncover the story of one of the most iconic figures in all of mythology, Merlin. But we're not just looking at the familiar image of the wise, bearded wizard advising King Arthur. We're going back to one of the earliest and most fascinating sources, a 12th century Latin poem called the Vita Merlini, or the Life of Merlin. This version paints a picture you might not recognize: a wild, prophetic, and deeply human character. The Vita Merlini, written by Geoffrey of Monmouth around 1150, introduces us to Merlin, a celebrated prophet and king of the Demeta, a tribe in South Wales. He's not born of a demon and a mortal woman, as later legends would have it. Instead, he's a king who fights alongside Predidoris, king of the North Welsh, in a fierce battle. But this battle becomes the turning point of his life. Seeing his kinsmen fall in combat, Merlin is struck by a profound grief, a sorrow so deep it shatters his mind. He flees civilization, abandoning his crown and his wife, Gandalona. To live like a wild animal in the Caledonian forest. In the forest, Merlin develops a unique connection with nature. He survives on roots and berries, studies the stars, and communes with the animals, particularly a wolf who becomes his loyal companion. His prophetic abilities, which were already known, become even sharper in his solitude. He can read the future in the flight of birds and the movement of the stars. But this life isn't peaceful. It's one of madness and torment. He's known as Merlinus Caledonius, Merlin of the forest, a wild man haunted by his past and the visions of the future. His sister, Ganieda, who is married to the victorious King Ridurch, worries for him constantly. She sends messengers into the forest to find him and bring him back. On one occasion, a messenger lures Merlin out of hiding by playing a harp. He's captured and brought to Ridurch's court, but civilization feels like a cage. He's sullen and silent, refusing to speak or prophesy. He only breaks his silence with laughter at seemingly random moments, which are later revealed to be moments of prophetic insight. For example, he laughs at a beggar sitting unknowingly on a hidden treasure, and at a young man buying new shoes, knowing the man will drown before he can wear them. Merlin's desire for the wild is too strong. He eventually convinces King Ridurch to let him return to the forest, promising to never again bear arms against him. Back in his woodland home, his sister Ganieda builds him a special observatory with 70 windows and 70 secretaries to record his prophecies. It's here, in this secluded lodge, that much of the Vita Merlini unfolds. We see a Merlin who is not just a political advisor, but a scholar of the natural world, an astronomer, and a poet. He predicts natural disasters, the fates of kingdoms, and even the future of Britain. One of the most touching parts of the story is the arrival of another madman in the forest, a man named Merlin. Merlin uses a magical spring to cure Merlinus of his madness, and in doing so, he cures himself as well. His sanity is restored. With his mind clear, Merlin could return to his old life, but he chooses not to. He has found a different kind of wisdom in the wilderness. The story ends with Merlin, his sister Ganieda, and the seeress Taliesin living together in the forest, dedicating their lives to prophecy and the study of the cosmos, far from the world of men. The Merlin of the Vita Merlini is a far cry from the powerful mage of Camelot we often see. He is a king, a warrior, a madman, a hermit, and a scholar. His power comes not from spells, but from a deep, sorrowful connection to the world around him. It's a story about trauma, grief, and finding a new purpose when the old world is lost. This wild man of the woods gives us a richer, more complex understanding of the legendary wizard. What do you think of this version of Merlin? Is it more compelling than the traditional telling? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey into the heart of legend, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more mythological deep dives. See you next time.